There are some passages from the Bible that many people have heard before. They've heard them so many times that if they hear the beginning, they can complete it. For instance, if I say, if any man is in Christ, you might recognize it from 2 Corinthians 5 and finish, he is a new creation. What is this new creation? When we say new, we can be talking about a new phone or car or present, something new on the scene or that's never existed before. But that new is not what Paul means. Instead, he is using a word that means new in nature. It's been made new. It implies better, suggests unfamiliar, unexpected, wonderful. John Wesley talked about how we are renewed thanks to the work of grace. Our relationship with God is restored and made right, and we begin a journey in which we are transformed. Even if our body is the same, our nature is new. Something about us has changed. When we at Church for All People began working with housing 15 years ago, there were many boarded up houses in Southside, in our neighborhood. Someone donated one duplex. We renovated it, and someone was able to move into the first home they had ever owned. When we made that house new, we didn't demolish the existing structure. The old does not get thrown away. Isaiah speaks of being wonderfully and perfectly made. When I encountered the living Christ, a Tim 12 Pro model did not show up. The old Tim was not sent to recycling or demolished. God said, you were good. Why would he throw you away? Instead, God pursues you, woos you, gently calls you back. Let's go back to our passage. The version everyone knows is found in the King James. It is so widely quoted that when I type the beginning into Google, it is learned to suggest he is a new creation. The catch is that he is not in the original Greek. So other translations often read, if anyone is in Christ, there is a new creation. Paul is also saying that the existence of one person in Christ proves there is a new creation. If Christ has transformed me, I know there is a new creation. If one person has been transformed, there is a reason for hope. Old things are passing away, and the old and the new is here. That renovated duplex showed people that new is here. Let's look right before our passage. Paul says that from now on, we regard no one from a worldly point of view. If we are transformed, we can look at the world differently. Where some saw boarded up houses and blight, we saw an inexpensive source of houses to transform into homes for people who had always lived under slum landlords. Those homes became new creations. In doing this work, we are transformed. We are new creations. In doing this work and treating others differently, people are drawn to Christ and their lives are transformed. Those people are new creations. When you see a boarded up house, can you begin to see a chance to put someone in a home? When you see someone with less than you, can you see someone who can love you as you are? When you see us, can you imagine a community transforming the world? This is not a story of one life transformed any more than it's a story of one home renovated. It's a story of a neighborhood transformed. It's a story about how Christ's love is not about a single life, but about transforming entire communities and redeeming a creation that is groaning in anticipation. It is a story about a new creation.